Hey everybody, this is an actual surprise video, updated room tour. This is actually my old bedroom, and I actually turned this into like an office slash entertainment movie room, which I still have not figured out a name for it. But this door here leads into this room, and this will always stay open because I'm actually decking it out with, the signs here, 10 signs, and then I got my 11 by 17 inch Scream 1 poster from 1996 from the original film, which is by far, one of my favorites, along with Part 2. I mean, the Scream films are really awesome. The space right next to it, that's where my 11 by 17 inch of Scream 2 will be going in the near future. But I mean, the Scream films, I love them. They're my second favorite horror movie franchise. Friday the 13th being my number one, and Scream, of course, is my number two. And we'll go up here. We'll start with some of the autographs. I got some autographs, 8x10s. Some are autographs, some are not. This is from my first convention. I went to Flashback Weekend 2013, if I remember correctly. First time meeting Kane Hodder. Sorry for that finger point. Really cool dude. I remember I nearly almost peed my pants because I'd never met a celebrity before. And I've always seen, the Friday the 13th films, parts 7 through X, the ones that he did. And I thought, I want to get something Uber Jason, so I thought Uber Jason looks really cool, as you can tell right there. Then we got Monica Keena from Freddy vs. Jason. That's autographed. That does say a line from the film. I won't say the word because it's, welcome to my world, and you'll fill in the blank. There's Serena Vincent. Maud Adams, that's a special one. There's actually like kind of a scratch on there because I went to go, because this is a front loader, and it kind of scratched the autograph photo, but it still works from this distance. You can't even notice it. But she came to the town that I'm living in for the Bond Film Festival. She was an octopus, one of my favorite James Bond films, actually my favorite Roger Moore James Bond film of all time. Really sweet from what I know when I met her, and she's from Sweden. And here we got an 8x10 of Scarlett Johansson from Iron Man 2 when Black Widow made her debut. And then we got Halle Berry as Storm from X-Men The Last Stand. I thought that was a really good shot. And of course I got, this is a pop socket. I decided to put that on there. Got rid of my old phone. I had to upgrade the phone that I got right now. I had to upgrade it to a 5G. So we're going to go down to here. And we got a Night of the Comet. I'll have that signed. I'm planning on going to Flashback Weekend 2022 and have that signed by Kelly Maroney and Catherine Mary Stewart. And then, of course, we got my Friday the 13th Part 5 poster, which is signed by Carol Littell, who played Ethel. She's right. Her autograph is right there. It's so hard to read it because of the different shading of the poster. Then Deborah Voorhees. Or not Deborah Voorhees, but Melanie Kinnaman, who played Pam, and Deborah Voorhees, who played Tina. So we're gonna go ahead and go down here. Here are some of my Funkos. I got a Mega Man Funko. I love Mega Man. And we have Harley Quinn one. I got that from a friend of mine. It's a birthday gift. And then we got the Miles Morales Strike Suit Spider-Man, which is awesome. And here are my original Scream soundtracks from 1 through 3, which was the original trilogy. If somebody had to ask me which soundtrack out of the 3 you like the most, I would have to probably say I love the second, the Scream 2 soundtrack. Scream 1 is a close second. Scream 3 is basically a hard rock album soundtrack. It was produced by Creed. You have like Seven Dust, System of a Down, all that stuff on there. And here are my prized collection right here of my Friday the 13th 1 through 8. Well, actually, I got Jason Goes to Hell as well. I'll show you here in a couple of minutes. Here is my Friday the 13th VHS collection, and they are all in protective VHS covers, as you can see because of the glare. And I actually have part 6 signed by C.J. Graham. I met him at Days of the Dead, Chicago, back in May. It says C.J. Graham, Jason, part 6, 18 kills. It says he did on there. It's really hard to read because it's a little dark. And here is the Jason Goes to Hell VHS. I also got that on DVD, which comes with the unrated cut. So does the VHS as the unrated cut as well. So that's really cool. Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake sign. The original Friday the 13th box set from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. Part 3's commentary is awesome. You get the late Richard Bruckner on that. You got, Larry Zinner, Paul Kraka, Dana Kimball, and Peter Bracke. And then here is my mini hockey mask for the imposter Jason, who was actually Roy in Friday the 13th Part 5. Picked that up, it's a mini one from 13X Studios. And I actually talked to him not too long ago with Rick Szynski, who is, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced his last name. He makes these. He is going to be at Chicago's Days of the Dead in November, so I'm looking forward because I'm going to pick up a Part 3 mask if he's carrying them. And then I'm going to go up here. We're going to do a whole backdrop right here, guys. So, alright, as you can see, here's another. This is one of my prize, my favorite autograph poster that I got right now. I could have Steve Miner sign this one. It depends. I don't know what his autograph price is going to be. And that's the only bad thing about going to conventions is to you don't know what their autographs until you get there. Usually you can ask on Facebook if you got the events, the horror convention on Facebook. You can ask around to see. But yeah, I got nine autographs on this thing, and then if I could get Steve Miner, but then again too, Steve Miner directed Part 2, but he also directed Part 3, and I don't have nobody in my Part 3. And this whole entire wall right here, from Friday the 13th Part 5 to over here, which I'll show you in a minute. I think you guys saw a little bit of a glimpse of something, but this whole wall will be all pretty much autographs. And I got a couple of different things there. As you can see, I got this one from a friend of mine, the same friend of mine that likes video games. He's, he has autism, and he's just very, very big into games. And he gave me this Spider-Man video game statue. This is for the PlayStation 4. Really, really cool. I did take a couple of vitamins and stuff, as you can see right there. But I mean, I'm healthy, and I like to stay healthy. Then I got my Funkos. These are unprotected. They don't got the plastic casing around them like the others I'll be showing you here often and later on in the video. This might be a two-part video. We'll have to wait and see. But I got some of the empty spaces here. I might put a couple of Bashojo statues I'll be getting in the future. And some of my books, movie books, language books, Japanese books. I got some books here that I was at my old job, and one of the teachers was throwing these out. And cinematography, after all these years, I finally figured out, hey, what I would have loved to have done as a career would have been cinematography. I just love that stuff, the camera work, all that good stuff. Then some superhero books, some little bit of history books, and then my DC graphic novels. And then we're gonna get over to the fun stuff because it's coming up. I'm gonna show you something that came today. So we're gonna get to it. So actually, we're gonna show it right now. This is my Wonder Woman '84 cardboard standee, Gal Gadot. Just love that. I mean, I was born in 1984. I'm glad they represented 1984 in the second film. A lot of people don't like the film. I watched it for a second time a couple of nights ago, and some people complain, hey, it doesn't got much action. got all in there. But to me, you know, I look back at it on the second watch, and I'm like, man, I really love this movie, and I love it just as much as the first one. So that is, you know, that. But we got some cups here, Carrie Underwood albums. I'm a huge Carrie Underwood fan. Then we got my Fog poster, 11 by 17. My brother's got one, but it's the Scream Factory poster. It actually looks better than that one, but this is the original poster art with, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis on there. And it's signed by Tom Atkins. And I asked him, yeah, Ari, can I ask a question? Are you weird? And he says, Michael, yes, I am weird, Tom Atkins. Then we got my Halloween 5 poster signed by Daniel Harris, Alan Howrett, the composer, Don Shanks, Michael Myers, Tamara Glenn, who played Samantha Thompson, and it's K&B special effects artist, Robert Kurtzman and stuff, and think that for a minute. And then right behind Gal, we got Julian Sands that signed my Oxford Blues poster from 1984. It's a 1984 film, which I love that film. I wish they put it on Blu-ray or 4K before we actually lose it in time. They don't upgrade it, make the transfer. But we got another Friday the 13th box set. Got this in 2006 when it came out. This thing is a lot of money. It runs for like 234, maybe 260 now. Some Batgirl stuff. Batgirl Yvonne Craig portrait, which is awesome. The artist just is amazing. The guy that just does that is just unbelievable. Just amazing stuff. My camera. And my Japanese American flag pin. I just was told today that former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was assassinated yesterday while giving a public speech. Really sad news there. My condolences to his family and people of Japan. And then we got some more Batgirl stuff. This is pretty much almost like my Batgirl shelf here. I love this character. I love it. Love this character. I cannot wait to see Leslie Grace in action on the HBO Batgirl movie. Got some more stuff there. You guys can't see it, but that's actually the Yvonne Craig bust. It's a little dark, but you know, you gotta make do what you can with light. And then my Emma Frost. And some X-Men Funkos. And then we got my Blu-ray player. This is where I do all my gaming. My Halloween Scream Factory Blu-ray box set, which is an awesome set to have. I did not pick up the Friday the 13th box set because there was a whole bunch of problems on there. The box set was falling apart when it was delivered. I've seen stuff like that on YouTube. There was problems with a couple of the films. The audio wasn't matching up. I believe it was on Jason Goes to Hell or something. And my 1990s Fleur card of Storm. Let me see if I can get this light going here. It's right back there. And the PlayStation 4. And then here we got the NECAs. Finally got part 3, which I had said in the previous video that was one of the toughest ones to find for me. Got both versions. I got the Imposter Jason, Roy Jason. I got the Dream Sequence Jason from part 5. Ultimate Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, this stuff is awesome. And then we got my original Resident Evil 1 through 3 for PlayStation 1. And my Back to the Future NECAs. And then, I forgot we got Rambo over here too, a t-shirt. I decided to style up. I don't wear these shirts. My brother had them, and I decided, hey, let's put them on display. Movie room. Avengers Age of Ultron character poster of Black Widow, an art print of Mary Jane Watson in the Iron Spider suit, and this, I put this together one night after work. I was up until 1:30 doing this assembly. This is where I'm gonna have. I got some really cool stuff coming. I'm not really gonna say what they are, but I got some real cool stuff coming here in about a couple months to a year. So that's where that stuff's gonna go. And of course we got the movie posters, 27 by 14. And you got Clue, Quicksilver, of course get Back to the Future, I forgot to name that. And then my other 27 by 14, which is the Breakfast Club. And here's my desk. This is my camera, my setup for when I use my phone to film all the videos on. It's got a light on there. And the new desk I got, which has got 3 shelves, 1, 2, 3. And I usually sit down or do reading or do my video of making content for YouTube. And then here is the small movie section I got. I mean, I don't got thousands of films, or hundreds of films, but this is my small collection of films that I love a lot. I mean, we got things from, Kevin Bacon to John Hughes, some of the John Hughes stuff like Breakfast Club. War Games is my all-time favorite Ali Sheedy film, and probably by far my all-time favorite Matthew Broderick film as well. This one, I don't got a 4K player, but I had always said that I would buy Back to the Future Trilogy on 4K. It was 4K plus Blu-ray. I was wanting to get the regular edition, but this ends up being the Steel Book edition, guys, because these are steel books. So when you get them, they can connect to make that each of the different time frames. Part 1, Part 2, and the back end of it's Part 3. Old West. Really, really good stuff. My favorite movie trilogy of all time. You cannot go wrong with Back to the Future. Hopefully they never remake it. And I know there was a penetration quite a few years ago. A lot of people had, signed it, and hopefully nobody remakes it. I know the Footloose remake really wasn't that great. And they got some horror movie stuff right there. Good stuff and fun stuff. Scream 1 and 2 VHS. Halloween H2 VHS as well. Great stuff here. And then we got my Batgirl 10. Yvonne Craig Batgirl from the 60s, Adam West Batman show 10. Supergirl 1984, Helen Slater, first incarnation of a live action Supergirl. I love this movie, but I also love the Melissa Benoist Supergirl from the CW as well. Footloose, Kevin Bacon, the original. I saw it, like I said, I mentioned that the remake was garbage. I saw it one time, and you can't beat the original. This is the top notch of 80s teen films right here. One of the greatest 80s teens films from 1984. Right below that, I will be putting sometime in the future Back to the Future Part 2, framed 24 by 36 inch, which that's what Footloose is. We get over here, I got my Scream ghost face mask, a black and white 8x10 of Some Kind of Wonderful with Leah Thompson, Eric Stoltz, and Mary Stuart Masterson from the film. We have Back to the Future Part 3. Love that movie. That movie's growing on me. Before I didn't like it, but it's actually growing on me. It's, I love it being in the Old West. The addition of Mary Steenburgen, it was awesome. I really love her character in the film. 16 Candles, another great 80s film. War Games, my all-time favorite Ali Sheedy film. I liked Oxford Blues. That was in between. Oxford Blues was in between War Games and Breakfast Club, but War Games does it for me. Of Ali Sheedy, I just love that film. That was her second film. That was in '83. And Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox. You can't go wrong with Teen Wolf. And then right here we got a couple more Funkos, and this time they are in plastic pop protectors, the hard plastic ones. This one here, the Dark Phoenix, you go to the Pop app, the Funko Pop website, and price guide, the Funko Pop price guide, and this thing, last I checked, runs for $80. This is the original Dark Phoenix Funko Pop, guys. Then I got some of my superhero films. I got animated movies. I did some of the DC shows, which, you know, Supergirl is one of my favorite shows. It is still one of my favorites, you know, even though it's ended, you know, season 6 being the final season. My X-Men stuff, my Marvel stuff, some more DC stuff, and I can put some more stuff down here, but I got like my headset that I use to talk on when I do my live stream gaming. And then over here is a seating area, which I usually use. This is the seat that I use to sit to play the games. But other than that, guys, that is it with the video. We're gonna do a full 360, or almost a full 360, and then I'm gonna go down. So I'm going to go up there. I can put some more stuff up here too as well. Sometime in the future, not anytime soon. Like I said, it took me years to build this up the way I want it to build up, and I love how it looks right now. Love how it looks. And there's my desk once again. This viewpoint here, garbage can. I got a little bit of my weight set down there too. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.